Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is Twin Cities Live. You know, woodworking is one of the oldest crafts in the world. It's become a very popular hobby and a rather lucrative profession.
Today, we are showing you a spot in White Bear Lake that's a do-it-yourself workshop called Makerspace. Twin Cities Live reporter Kristen Hopprick is there to show us what we can learn to build.
Lounging.
Can we learn to build that?
Hey guys, you can. I'm loving the space in here, and we know the weather, it's getting really nice. You could have one of these on your patio this summer that you built with your own two hands. So let me show you some other examples. I'm joined now by Tom. Tom is the founder here of White Bear Makerspace. Thanks for having us in.
You're welcome.
So first, let's talk about the concept. It's a do-it-yourself, community-based workshop, but how does it work?
So it works a lot like a gym, but instead of treadmills, we have tools. So we have monthly members, and we also do day passes. And then with all the classes, you don't need to be a member to take a class. Anyone can take a class.
Yeah, and I like the comparison to a gym because it's the same thing. You're getting access to expensive machinery that you don't really want to invest in, but it's just a fraction of the cost, paying just for a day pass or a membership.
Exactly. And not to mention the space. It's
right.
It
You're
takes
not
up a lot of
lugging
space
stuff
in your
down
house.
to your basement. And it's very open in here. You got natural light up there. So it's a neat spot. Let's talk more about what people can learn how to create and build. So what is this example here?
So that's a cutting board, one of our most popular classes. Everything you see today, these are all beginner level classes. Anyone can do this. Yep.
And I love the state of Minnesota and then all the different colors of the wood grain. That's really beautiful.
Yep, everyone gets to make their own pattern, whatever woods they want to use. We just put a big table full of wood.
Perfect. And then over here, would this be an example of a serving type of dish?
Yep, it's a serving tray.
How perfect is that? Also in the shape of our state.
Yep, very similar to the cutting board class, but you learn more about the router.
And are all of these projects, is it a day that they are learning to do this, or do they have to come back a couple times to?
Some projects take a couple of trips. The cornhole boards is a 2-day class,
Sure.
Maybe 3 if you're doing the epoxy part. So
And these are stunning, like the cornhole board here. So what's on the surface?
this is done with epoxy. So that's one of our specialties here. We do a whole lot of epoxy work.
Wow, there's such a shine to it. And then this would make it very durable, I'm thinking.
Yes, absolutely.
And do they custom what they want to have it say
Yeah,
on the
everyone
board?
can do their very own pattern and their own colors.
Different colors, all that good stuff.
Yep, totally custom.
Okay, and then what do we have over here? These
So
two
here we have on the right is a shadow box, which is another very fun little project.
Little moose in there.
You get to do your own decor on it. And another Minnesota there, just showing different ways that we use the epoxy and different, that thing could be made into a bottle opener or a wall hanging or a clock.
And what I like is you really encompass all skill levels. So it could be someone that has never worked with wood before, or it could be someone that actually knows what they're doing and they just get access to the space and the machinery.
Yes, we have a lot of high-end tools like an 18-inch bandsaw for resawing, 3-horse table saws, and we even have in the back an industrial-grade CNC machine, which would do the cutting like for that Minnesota inlay.
Sure.
It's done with the CNC.
And I understand that if someone doesn't have the time or isn't interested, you could make something for them.
Yes, we do commission work as well.
Okay, and is this example of?
That's an example of commissioned work. Yep, that's done on the CNC. We can pretty much do any lake or anything you can pull up on Google Maps.
And that truly is beautiful, especially if you have a cabin up on the lake. My parents have one up in Ely.
Yep.
So you can really make it special for them.
Totally custom. You pick what roads, we put your cabin on there. We'll do whatever.
Anything you want.
Yep. we can help
Also,
them.
furniture. I was sitting on that chair. That's one
Absolutely.
example.
Yep.
You do tables as well?
Yep. We can make anything here.
Anything you can dream of, you
Yep.
got it covered.
Yep.
So then talk about the membership. How does that work?
So we just do monthly memberships. We're running special right now, $99 a month. Or you can do day passes, and those don't expire. So you can come in whenever you want if you only need the tools once in a while.
Okay, well, great. Well, I've had a lot of fun learning about this stuff, but that is not all, Tom. We're also going to learn more about the epoxy, plus I'm going to learn how to make a river table. Those are super popular right now. So that's going to come up a
Fun.
little
I think
later.
that's really cool, and that sign that you can hang up at the cabin
Yeah.
is just really great. Kristen, we'll check
love
back in
this.
with you a little bit later on.
Welcome back. We are checking back in with TCL reporter Kristen Hobrick. She is showing us a unique DIY workshop in White Bear Lake. What is she making now?
Oh, she's after it.
Hey guys, so now I'm in the epoxy art area. And you know what? I love that this is just abstract, so there's really no mistake that you can make here. It's pretty fun. So now I'm joined by Teresa. This is Tom's wife. You're also the owner here at White Bear Makerspace. And he fully admits that you're the boss. I love it.
It took a while, but yes.
You earned that title. All right, so I hope I didn't wreck
No,
anything that
you
we
did
were
great.
just doing.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about what we're making here.
So if you couldn't tell, this is going to be your logo, but it's epoxy art. So you put the resin on however you want it. We use the heat gun to spread it around and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And now we're going to do a fracturing
Fracturing.
demonstration.
Okay. Ooh. Whoa. And that looks like you just covered all the beautiful
Yep.
ink you did.
Because of the chemical reaction,
And what's that you sprayed on it?
this is alcohol, or ice, yeah, 91%.
So before our eyes, it's starting to fracture.
Yeah, and the color will come back out.
And the wall up here shows examples. Like we're going to see something close to that. Wow.
I added a little more so it can go through.
And I was joking, but you told me this is actually, I was saying, I want this as like my kitchen counter. And
Yeah.
people do that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So really there's endless possibilities with epoxy.
Yeah, we do have someone put on their pontoon boat to countertops to fun art.
Anything you want.
Yeah,
And I bet the kiddos like that little dragon up there.
they do enjoy that. We've
Now,
had
does
several.
this happen to be one of the most popular classes that you offer here?
It has been, yes. Anything with the epoxy seems to be
Yeah.
really big.
Well, and it's just so visual, like before our eyes. So
Yeah.
this is still hardening?
It's
what
still
we're seeing?
moving some, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
And again, you said TCL logo, so I'm going to take
Oh.
this home with me.
Oh, no, we'll have to bring it back
Bring it
because
to the
epoxy
office.
takes, yeah. So yeah, then we were just gonna plop
Oh.
your letters in here,
So now you're dropping the letters down.
and then it'll dry overnight. And then,
End up looking like a nice little masterpiece. And so tell me again how epoxy works. You finish this part of it. Now it has to dry for how long?
about 24 hours, we let it dry.
Okay.
And then it gets nice and hard, and then you can come in and there's a little, clean up the bottom and
Good to go.
good to go.
All right. Well, thank you for showing me this
Yeah.
space. I had a really fun time, and that TCL logo will be coming to our office very soon.
Well, it's so fun, Kristen, when you go out to these places and then they make something for us and we can just further decorate our
know, we have
workspaces. So
little
now we got a
TCL
new
things.
logo that we'll put up there. We look
Yes,
forward
we're
to seeing-
benefiting from it.
Exactly. So keep
Thank
these
you.
stories up. Nice work that they're doing out there. Thanks, Chris. Welcome back. It's Twin Cities Live. Before you know, this summer you can have all sorts of fun doing all sorts of things like playing cornhole, which we
fun.
did outside yesterday. I had a
It's
buddy
really fun.
who had one of those that was made, and I thought, well, this is so cool. Heck, you could even make a table if you wanted to, but you might need a little bit of help. And for that, we would send you out to White Bear Makerspace. So this is this cool DIY shop.
This place looks great.
Kristen Hobrick, our reporter, has been out there building all sorts of things. What are you getting down with now, Kristen?
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, first a saw, now open flames. Watch out, hairspray. I've been back. I'm okay. Hey, we're going to be making a river table right before your very eyes right now. So Tom is back with me. Tom, I'll set
Right.
this down for now.
All right.
All right, so we're going to be using epoxy again.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep, this is a deep pour epoxy. At retail, this is about $250 worth of epoxy we're about to pour.
I better not mess anything up.
So, no
So
pressure.
We've got big slabs of wood here.
Yep,
And this is mirroring the St. Croix.
yes.
And this is for who?
This is for a customer. They live on the St. Croix, and they wanted us to use the CNC to copy the St. Croix. So it's a rough copy.
Okay.
But
how neat is that? It's going to be their dining room
Yes.
table. All right. So, do you want me to start with the pour?
All right, yeah, that's where we're going to start.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is like metallic in there.
Oh, yeah, lots of fun here.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is it.
So grab the bucket. Oh gosh. Okay, let me just adjust. Don't want to spill.
There you go.
It's a lot of pressure, Tom.
There you go. Just
Gentle.
go ahead and dump. Yep.
Whoa, that river is a-flowing. Look at her go. This is kind of mesmerizing. How's my speed?
You're doing good.
All right, all right. The banks are not
Not overflowing, nope.
This is really pretty. Okay, now as I do this, I want to talk about your dad real quick. So he was the inspiration
Yep.
behind you opening Makerspace.
Yes, my dad was a pattern maker, so I grew up working with wood with him. And but he told me not to follow in his footsteps because pattern maker profession is nearly extinct now.
Sure.
But he
He would be very proud.
I'm sure he would.
You're
yes.
helping keep his legacy alive. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think I finished
Good
up
job.
here. All right,
All
what's
right,
next?
I'll take that. And
And again, explain what epoxy is. What do we see?
well, epoxy is a type of resin, a type of plastic.
Okay.
So we've mixed it up here, and it's a metallic resin. It's going to continue to flow, and right now we probably can't see it in the camera, but there's a lot of bubbles from all that pouring.
Okay.
So this is when you get a chance to use the fire.
So the fire is going to help eliminate the bubbles.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes, go
just a
ahead
back
and torch
forth?
those bubbles out, just right over the top there. Yep. Yep, keep it moving. There you go.
Wow. Okay.
Good.
And now you have 3 grown kids and you're empty nesters with Teresa, is that right?
Yep.
And so that was a reason also why you wanted to have, you didn't want to give up your own
Yes.
workshop.
Yeah, we were going to downsize, and my wife said I should go rent a workshop because I didn't want to give up on my basement shop.
Yeah.
So,
And you thought, why would I rent
well,
it? Why don't we make
couldn't
one?
find one. Yeah, so we made one.
Okay.
So now, if you want, you
So
can
am I
stir.
done with this?
Yes.
Okay.
And now you can see how we can stir those metallics. Go ahead and dig right in there, and you can make whatever pattern you want.
Wow, look at this. All sorts of swirls.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an example of a piece that the person that's buying this, you know, they didn't want to do themselves. They wanted you guys to make it for them.
Right. They have young kids at home. They don't have time to build their own table, but they like the concept, so they have us do it for them.
Okay.
So here you can do it yourself. You can take a class, and we'll walk you through this process one-on-one.
And you have smaller scales of this too. If someone wanted to
Yes.
make just a little coffee table.
Yes, any size you want to do. We do coffee tables. We've done end tables. We do.
Okay.
There's no limit.
And then how long does this have to set?
24 hours. This will
24
take to dry.
hours. And then you're coating, are you doing anything with this, the slabs of wood?
Yeah, eventually the whole table will be epoxied with clear.
Okay. Okay. And then should I,
So
that's going to just keep flowing
it'll keep
downward?
flowing. Yep.
Alrighty.
So-
Well, this has been really, really fun. I kind of want to come back and take some classes myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hope the customer enjoys my little fancy handiwork
I'm
there.
sure they will.
Well, thank you, Tom. Kelly and Steve, this was a blast. Maybe we should get the whole crew together and do a team night.
Cool.
We are all watching that whole
I
process.
want something like that in my home somewhere.
I didn't even know that the resin was going to go between. I thought it was going to go over the wood. So and then I see it go between. I'm a dummy, and I was like, oh, that
That
looks
is
amazing. Then,
beautiful.
Kristen, great point to bring up that you could do that for coffee tables, smaller tables. I'm thinking of a bar in a basement.
Yeah,
you know, a
that's
really custom look.
cool.
Kristen, awesome work. Congratulations
Really
to them
fun.
and what they're pulling off out there.